What if the thing the world calls broken is exactly what someone else is searching for? What if kindness doesn't come from having more, but from understanding pain? Today's story will remind you that value isn't measured by perfection, but by heart. Hello, I'm Ava, and this is Ava-story, a place where timeless stories come alive, where simple moments carry powerful truths, and where every story leaves you seeing the world just a little differently. Now, let me tell you a story. The small pet store sat quietly on a corner street, the kind of place most people passed without noticing. That morning, the owner stood on a wooden stool, carefully tacking a sign above the door. It read, "Puppies for sale." He barely had time to step down before he heard quick footsteps behind him. A young boy had appeared beneath the sign, his eyes wide with curiosity and hope. He couldn't have been more than 8 or 9 years old. His clothes were worn but clean, and his sneakers had clearly seen better days. He looked up at the sign, then at the man. "Mister," the boy asked, "how much are the puppies?" The store owner smiled, already knowing the question before it was asked. "Well," he said kindly, "they cost anywhere from $30 to $50. The boy nodded slowly. He didn't look disappointed, just thoughtful. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a handful of coins, spreading them carefully in his palm like treasure. Pennies, nickels, dimes, all counted with care. "I have $2.37, the boy said softly. Can I at least look at them?" The man's smile grew warmer. "Of course, you can." He gave a short whistle, sharp and familiar. From the back of the store came a gentle sound of movement. A beautiful golden dog trotted out, her tail wagging proudly. Behind her followed 5 tiny puppies, little balls of fur tumbling clumsily across the floor. They raced toward the boy, slipping and bumping into each other, eager and playful, all except one. One puppy lagged behind. It moved slower than the rest, its steps uneven. One leg didn't seem to work quite right, causing it to limp as it struggled to keep up with its siblings. The boy noticed immediately. He knelt down, pointing gently. "What's wrong with that one?" he asked. The store owner sighed quietly. "That puppy was born with a problem," he explained. "The vet says he doesn't have a proper hip socket. He'll always limp. He'll never be able to run or jump like the others." The boy didn't look sad. He looked excited. "That's the puppy I want," he said without hesitation. The store owner was surprised. "No," he replied quickly. "You don't want that puppy." Seeing the boy's face fall, the man softened his voice. "If you really like him," he added, "I'll just give him to you. He's not worth the same as the others." The boy stood up slowly. His excitement disappeared, replaced by something far more serious. He looked straight into the man's eyes and pointed his finger firmly, his small voice filled with conviction. "I don't want you to give him to me," he said. "That puppy is worth just as much as every other one." Then he held out his coins. "I'll give you my $2.37 today, and I'll pay 50 cents every month until he's paid for. I promise." The store owner hesitated. "You don't understand," he said gently. "That puppy will never be able to run fast. He won't jump, he won't play the way other dogs do. He won't keep up with you." The boy didn't answer right away. Instead, he bent down and slowly rolled up one leg of his pants. The store owner froze. The boy's leg was twisted and fragile, supported by a heavy metal brace that ran from his ankle to his knee. It was worn from use, scratched from countless days of effort. The boy looked up. His voice was quiet now, but steady. "Well," he said, "I don't run so well either." He glanced back at the limping puppy. "And he's going to need someone who understands." That store owner never forgot that moment. Because sometimes the ones who have struggled the most are the ones who love the deepest. The world may call something weak, imperfect, or broken. But to the right heart, those very flaws become a bond. Because understanding doesn't come from strength. It comes from shared experience. And love doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for connection. This has been Ava's story. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it today. And remember, the ones who walk differently often walk with the greatest compassion.